A lot has been said over the last few days about the huge number of IRS employees that are intended to be added by the Biden administration. And I just want to clarify some numbers. There are new employees who are going to replace entire retired employees, but there are still 25,000 new employees going to be added to the Internal Revenue Service. I should point out that over time you would expect, and this apparently surprises some people, you would expect the number of IRS employees to drop. I used to do taxes. I haven't done those for over 25 years now. But even at that time, as things became more computerized, if you got interest income or dividend income or capital gain income, the IRS would match up those numbers with what appeared on your tax return. So if you got from U.S. Bank $1,000 and you didn't put it on your return, you could expect a letter in the mail, where's the $1,000? Please give us another $300 in taxes. You do not need more employees to do that sort of thing. And again, when you talk about 25,000 more employees in the past, for a state the size of Wisconsin, that's really a small army of 500 new employees. Sometimes it's easier to bring down to the state level because we deal with such big numbers. But whether you're talking about Massachusetts or Maryland or Missouri or Washington State, they all can expect about 500 new employees.
Good afternoon, friends. Happy Saturday to all of you. My friends, it has been announced more stimulus checks will be mailed out to millions of Americans. Also, there are many Americans are currently eligible to receive a little extra relief this month and next month. But even though you may qualify for this check, you will need to take action in order to receive it. Friends, do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these details and the qualifications. I will be giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards every Friday. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the more likely your chances of winning these Walmart gift card giveaways. When lawmakers approved the American Rescue Plan in March of 2021, millions of Americans were surprised with another stimulus check, which was worth up to $1,400. The American Rescue Plan also gave the child tax credit a major boost. The federal stimulus aid that consumers received in 2021 helped many shore up their savings and cope with inflation as it started to increase. Just a few days ago, Governor Janet Mills of Maine signed an emergency heating assistance bill, which will provide nearly 900,000 Mainers with $450 checks to help them get through this winter. Anyone who filed their 2021 taxes by October 31st, 2022, and within the income limits, and are not claimed as a dependent, are eligible to receive this check. The income limits are $200,000 for couples who file jointly. As for recipients of Social Security and disabled veterans pension, they are eligible as long as they filed their 2021 tax return by October 31st, 2022. So this means that most people who received the $850 relief check last year will also receive this upcoming relief check. Democrats in the Illinois Senate have also proposed a staggering $1.8 billion in tax cuts that would include stimulus checks for almost all residents. The proposed stimulus checks would be sent via USPS. Funding would largely come from the $8.1 billion federal crisis relief package that Illinois had received last year, as well as a state tax revenue surplus. Though the early months of the crisis were almost 3 years ago, the Internal Revenue Service continues to deal with its effects on the United States economy and tax system in 2020. The IRS announced last week that it has completed its corrections of 14 million tax returns of filers who had overpaid taxes on unemployment compensation in 2020. when crisis-related legislation excluded up to $10,200 from taxable income calculations per individual. So the corrections resulted in nearly 12 million refunds, averaging $1,232 each, for a total of $14.8 billion. Although the IRS said it finished its review of the taxes from 2020, there may be taxpayers who filed their returns before the law was enacted in spring 2021, who did not receive an automatic correction, but who are still eligible for a refund. According to the experts, if you overpaid taxes on unemployment compensation received in 2020, you will now need to file an amended tax return for 2020 to claim the money that the IRS owes you. The crisis relief legislation, known as American Rescue Plan, was signed into law by President Biden in March 2021. The law allowed for a tax break. The first $10,200 of 2020 jobless benefits was made non-taxable income for the 2020 tax year. However, millions of Americans had already filed their taxes by the time the law was passed, meaning that millions had overpaid taxes on their unemployment income and were owed money back. The IRS began sending additional tax refunds for those unemployment corrections in May 2021, and it announced in November 2021 that it had issued another 430,000 refunds. The recent IRS announcement shows a full scale of the corrections, with nearly 12 million total refunds related to 2020 unemployment compensation. Americans whose returns were corrected by the Internal Revenue Service should have received a letter explaining the changes. But now that the IRS has finished correcting 2020 tax returns, if you overpaid taxes on unemployment income for that year, you will need to file an amended tax return as soon as possible to claim it. Also, keep in mind that the tax break is for individuals who earn less than $150,000 in adjusted gross income, and only for unemployment insurance received during 2020 and not in 2021. Experts have noted that the best way to check your tax return from 2020 is by using an online IRS account. Well, my beautiful and best friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday afternoon. My friends, I want you all to know that I greatly appreciate all of you for being here daily. And to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing winners every week on Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. The two winners from yesterday's giveaway is David Walker and Jana Hammonds. Congratulations, my dear friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you could also message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.